By the end of this minute, you will either be the master of your mind or a product for sale. Right now, 3,000 of the smartest engineers in Silicon Valley are working against you. Their only job? To make sure that when you put your phone down, you feel a sense of physical pain. They aren't building apps, they are building digital casinos. And you? You are the gambler who doesn't even realize he's losing his life savings, not in dollars, but in focus. Think about it. Why is it that you feel burnt out after doing absolutely nothing? Why is your ambition at night a distant memory by morning? It's not because you're weak. It's because your willpower has been systematically harvested. The people at the top, the 1%, they understand something you don't. They know that in an age of infinite distraction, focus is the only true currency. While you are chasing a 5-second hit of dopamine, they are compounding their wealth using the very energy you just scrolled away. In this video, I'm not going to give you motivation. Motivation is a lie. I'm going to give you the blueprint to reclaim your brain from the corporations that stole it. If you can't finish this 10-minute audio, you've already lost the war. But if you do, everything changes. To understand the trap, you have to understand dopamine. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure. It's not. It's about anticipation. Evolutionarily, dopamine was designed to make you hunt for food or seek a mate. It's the craving hormone. It's what makes you look under a rock to see if there's a reward. Now, look at your phone. Every pull to refresh on Instagram or TikTok is the exact same mechanical motion as a slot machine in Las Vegas. You don't know what's coming next. It could be a funny meme, a beautiful person, or a piece of shocking news. That maybe is what floods your brain with dopamine. But here is the catch. When you spike your dopamine levels to 100% just by moving your thumb, your brain thinks it has already achieved something. By 9 a.m., you have used up your entire day's supply of pursuit energy. This is why you can't focus on your business, your studies, or your gym routine. Your brain says, why should I work hard for a reward in 6 months when I can get a hit of dopamine in 6 seconds? Social media doesn't just take your time. It destroys your capacity to want bigger things. In the United States, we are currently seeing a willpower epidemic. People are more educated than ever, yet more paralyzed than ever. In your brain, there is a battle between the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain responsible for long-term planning, and the limbic system, the primitive part that wants instant gratification. Every time you choose a 15-second reel over a 15-page chapter of a book, you are physically shrinking the influence of your prefrontal cortex. You are training your willpower muscle to atrophy. Think of it like this. Every notification is a micro decision. Should I check it? Who liked my photo? What are they saying in the comments? By the time you actually sit down to do deep, meaningful work, you are suffering from decision fatigue. Your willpower is a finite battery, and the tech giants have found a way to drain it before you even start your workday. You aren't lazy. You're just running on an empty battery because you let a 5-inch screen drain it while you were still in bed. Now, let's talk about the wealth gap. It's not just about money. It's an attention gap. The world is being divided into 2 classes. The consumers, those who spend their dopamine on other people's content, and the creators and owners, those who guard their dopamine to build their own empires. If you look at the habits of high-performing CEOs in New York or Silicon Valley, you'll notice a pattern. They don't have more willpower than you. They just have better environments. They treat their attention like a currency. If a billionaire lost $10,000, they'd be annoyed. But if they lost 4 hours of deep work focus to a TikTok rabbit hole, they'd be devastated. Because they know that focus is the multiplier of wealth. The elite understand the dopamine baseline. When you constantly stimulate your brain, your baseline for what feels exciting goes up. Suddenly, working on a business plan feels boring. Reading feels boring. The most successful people in the world have learned to embrace boredom. They keep their baseline low so that the hard work actually feels rewarding. They don't want the quick hit. They want the long-term flood. So, how do you fix this? How do you get your willpower back? You don't need a retreat in the mountains. You need a strategy. Step 1. The boring morning. For the first 60 minutes of your day, zero input. No podcasts, no music, no scrolling. Let your brain exist in its natural state. This protects your prefrontal cortex from early morning drainage. Step 2. Digital friction. Willpower is for losers. Winners use systems. If your phone is in the same room as you, your brain is subconsciously using energy to not check it. Put it in a different room. Turn off every single notification that isn't from a real human being. Step 3. The dopamine reset. Once a week, do a low stimulation Sunday. No social media, no YouTube, no video games. Just walking, thinking, and writing. It sounds painful, but after 24 hours, your brain will reset. Suddenly, that difficult project you've been avoiding will look interesting again. Your willpower will return because you've stopped drowning it in artificial noise. The dopamine trap is designed to keep you a spectator in your own life. It wants you to watch other people live while you stay paralyzed. But you're listening to this because you know there's more. The fact that you've stayed through this entire audio proves you still have the capacity for focus. That is your competitive advantage. In a world of distracted people, the person who can focus for 4 hours straight is a king. Put the phone down. Reclaim your mind. Your future self is waiting for you to stop scrolling and start building. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of wealth and power. Until next time.